What's up, my Essential Unit? It's Essential Man here, so back again with another episode review of Hawkeye Series 1, Episode 6. The title of the final episode of the show is called So This Is Christmas. I really like this episode, to be honest. It was fun to watch. This episode is an hour-long episode. They treat it like a movie. It wasn't boring, but at the same time, it wasn't rushed. This episode is a good way to wrap up the show for 2021. So there's a lot to talk about in this episode. So let's talk about Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin. It's good to see Vincent D'Onofrio reprise his role as the Kingpin, because I like Daredevil, the show on Netflix. I saw Series 1. Haven't complete Series 2, complete to what the whole episodes of Series 2. Series 2 is all about, between Matt and Elektra. That set up the Defenders spin-off show. Series 3, Series 3 is all about Bullseye framing Matt, and that was the final series of the show before it got cancelled. And I think time has changed, because Charlie Cox is coming back as Daredevil. I don't think they're going to do a Daredevil show on the Disney Plus app, because it'll be toned down. Because if you watch Daredevil on Netflix, you can tell it's so violent. It's one of the best superhero shows. I'm not calling it necessarily the best superhero shows of all time. It's been plenty over the years, but it's probably in the top 5, top 10. I don't know, but it's up there. But it's good. Yeah, it's good to see Vincent D'Onofrio coming back as Kingpin. I was happy. So let's talk about the beginning scene of this episode. This was a twist. I kind of like watching Disney Marvel shows. Because they're kind of like leading that person's to be the one. Unfortunately, that's not the case. I was speculating for this show, the start of this show, that Jack is the one who killed Armand and working with Fisk. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Kate's mom, Eleanor, is the one, working with Fisk and killed Armand. I don't know. I have a mixed bag of Eleanor be the one. Like, I think she was kind of like in business with Jack, in cahoots. But because in the last episode, she was kind of like a little bit on Kate's side in the first half of the previous episode, and in the second half, he confirmed that. Yep, she's working with Fisk. And she got her comeuppance. Yeah, I don't see Eleanor getting killed off. She got arrested. So I think it's the last time we see the character. Depending if they're going to do a second series, but I'll get to that later on in this review. So, Kingpin looks really pissed off and agitated. He's so aggy, and he looks like he had that twitch in his eye when Eleanor says, "I'm leaving the business," and Fisk says, "You don't need to be so rash." I feel like there's one line. This was minutes later. There's one scene between Kazi and Maya. Fisk says, she thinks she can quit her job like she's working for Goldman Sachs. I don't know what Goldman Sachs means. But he looks pissed off, he's trying to assassinate Eleanor. I don't know, it's just kind of like, because I don't know. I don't think Eleanor betrayed Fisk. She's just say, "Hey man, I'm done," because I'm guessing like if she said to Kate, she's been working with Fisk since her dad died. She doesn't want to be part of this, And anyway, it's just what it is. And Maya left. I don't know. Maya's. I'm gonna use wrestling terms in this review. Face heel term. Maya turned babyface in this episode. That's a bit rushed. I think it was rushed, not rushed, but it felt forced. She said to Fist that I can't chase ghosts. This thing is not gonna bring, killing Ronan is not bringing my father back. So she left, left, and she came back in the second half of the show, not in the show, but the episode. Um, it's just what it is. Why Maya wants to, I don't know. It's so forced, man. It's just forced. She killed Cassie. I'm guessing Cassie's still working with Fisk. 1 second. I need a drink. I'm stumbling. So yeah, Cassie said to Maya that I jumped both worlds. It's the same line that her dad said to Maya as a kid. You got to jump both worlds, and I don't know. I knew Cassie will get killed off. It's funny. Like Cassie looks like Kit Harington. The guy plays Jon Snow of Game of Thrones. It's just what it is. So it's just what it is. So Maya, the one thing that really pissed me off is self-proclaimed Maya killed off Fisk. That is completely bullshit. He might be still alive, might survive it, but that's completely fucking stupid. Why are you killing one of the best villains outside the MCU off for 2 episodes? Actually, he appeared on a picture, but you can kind of like this episode. It's completely retarded, man. I'd rather see Fisk in a future project. I could see him in a Spider-Man movie, but I don't think they're gonna bring back Daredevil, man. Look, I think the Daredevil show will be permanently on Netflix forever. I don't think Disney will buy the show, but my fear they're gonna tone it down. It's just what it is. I hope not. I like Daredevil. I don't want to see it reboot the show, but it'd be too recent. So yeah. This was after, the fight between Fisk and Kate. Kate shot like multiple arrows. The trick arrows were good. We'll get to that more later on in this review. So you self-proclaimed he's not dead but out cold. He was limping, and then Maya grabbed the gun. Fisk says, "I love you." We see eye and eye, and then bang, he's dead. You didn't see like the body, but hear the bang. But yeah. I think Maya's time is done. I don't see Maya coming back. He might come back. She might come back in future projects, like George St. Pierre's character, Batroc, from the Winter Soldier, the second Captain America movie from 2014. He came back. He came back 7 years later from Falcon and Winter Soldier. His character's killed off. And the character came back. What if? But what if it's a canon show? But I can see Fisk coming back. I can see Mike could come back, but I have mixed bags of her killing Fisk, man. It's just, come on now. Anyway, so Jack. Jack was innocent. It really bugs me. They kind of tease this like, oh, Jack is the one who killed Armand. Jack is Ronan. Oh, Ronan, sorry. Ronan. Ronan's, the villain from Guardians of the Galaxy 1, played by Lee Pace. But, unfortunately, he's not Ronan. He's not killed Amon, so he's kind of like, he got framed, I think he's part of Sloan Company, and then he got framed. When he said, like, I'll be back for the Christmas party, he was right. He did came back, saved Kate from the tracksuit mafia. I think some of them are still alive. I like the whole stuff like in the ice rig part of the final few minutes of the episode, like with a lot of trick arrows. Like there's one scene in this episode when Kate and Clint basically creating their own arrows. And Kate says to Clint that which one was that, and Clint just says I think Clint says it's too dangerous. and Kate's basically laboring what kind of trick arrows is going to be. I think it's the icebreaker, airbag one. There's, it's funny, like I think it's one with Ivan in it. You know, Ivan is the tall guy from I don't know. He's not the main boss of the Tracksuit Mafia, man. He's the tall guy. He's I think he's in the truck. The lorry, and Kate shot the arrow towards the lorry, and the lorry basically shrinks. It was, I think he used one of Pym particles. It's just what it is, and also there was an owl. There was an owl in this episode. Clint Garth, after he fought like the Kazi and the other members of the tracksuits. I think he detonate a bomb that caved in some of the tracksuit guys, and other tracksuit guys are shooting him. He jumps off the window. I think the harness ropes fell off, and he thought he's fall to his death, to his doom. He kind of crashed into the Christmas tree. Saw like a cute owl. And it's funny that Clint got like a slight smile towards the owl because it's so cute. I said to myself, "Oh, it's so cute." And funny that the same owl, he picked up the It's funny, like Kate says, what happened to them, and Clint says, "I don't know. I have to ask Scott about it." And then the owl just pick up the truck. Well, that was that. That's Clint says. I kind of left that. There's some funny one-liners in this episode, funny moments. I really enjoyed. Yeah, this is the best episode so far of the show. I think, yeah, and also like I think Clint shot one arrow, and it hit one of the member of the tracksuit in the leg, and his leg is now just a block of ice. I kind of like that. Airbag arrows and acid arrows, yeah, it's just what it is. So I like the the chemistry between Haley Steinfeld and Florence Pugh. Yelena and Kate. They're you can call them. They're not really necessarily fighting. It was funny. It felt like it was funny. They were fighting in an office room. I like the elevating part. They're in the elevator. I think like I think Kate says enjoy the brochure. Was it brochure? He's not here. Not here, but he's not coming, something like that. I can't remember the dialogue, but that well. But I think Yelena says, he's he's taking the elevator. Oh, wait, I think she's not enjoy. Yeah, Kate says enjoy the brochure, but he's not coming or something like that. I can't remember the dialogue. Jesus, I had it. Yeah, Yelena says, he's taking the elevator. Yeah, and Kate says you're imagining guessing what floor he's on, and Yelena says, number 12, and Kate says, damn it. I kind of like that, man. I like the chemistry, Yeah, and Yelena says, hope you enjoy the party. I like the elevator scene, Kate trying to mess with the buttons on the elevator, and then Yelena smack Kate in the wrist, says no. Can't laugh my ass off, man. It's so funny. Yeah, and Kate trying 2 or 3 attempts trying to touching the buttons of the elevator. I think one time Yelena push her down, and Kate smacked her and says, "What's that for?" And then they were fighting in the office room, and then Kate another funny line. Kate says, "Come on, it's Christmas. Let's get a drink." And Yelena says, "Fine, sure. After I kill Barn." And I kind of like that, And also, I think like Yelena got like a big, I think it was a cane or something, and Kate throw like I don't know what, it's some rope with some kind of objects on the ropes, and then Yelena says, "Ow, that was hurt." That was so part of that kick in the ribs. He kicked her in the ribs, because Yelena's mission is killing Clint. And I think Yelena is being nice to Kate. You did a good form on the body throw, and Kate says, "Fans, hey, stop pretend to like me," or something like that. And yeah, don't pretend to like me. And Yelena says, "I can't help it. It's fun. But he don't. She's not meant to kill um Kate. He's here to kill Clint because of the events of Subclan. She killed Natasha. But that's we'll get to the heart moment right now. I need a drink first. I'm stumbling. It's a 45-minute review of the show, of this episode of the show. Sorry. So yeah, the Yelena being down Clint. I don't think he name dropped for Mia. That's a bit odd, but it's just I think people just don't know the death of Black Widow. It's just what it is. So when Yelena hit Clint multiple times with the cane or the rod or the baton, I feel like she's bloody. I don't say there's rumors that they're gonna kill Hawkeye in this episode of the show. That's bullshit because he looked fine. He had a bloody nose or something. He did the whistle. He started playing. Saying me and her talk about you on the plane. And then I think Yelena's, you can tell, like, burst into tears, really got that heart and heart moment between, what really happened, She's a bit, she's kind of like, say, she's stubborn, but she's not really stubborn, Natasha, because she got nothing left to, she had nothing left to do after this, because Clint has Clint has family, he has a wife and kids. Natasha doesn't. Yeah, he had the sister, but not have, like, a boyfriend / wife and kids. It's just what it is. So I think Yelena says this thing wouldn't happen. I could have stopped it. Instead I thought they're gonna anytime Yelena's like stab you and that was it. That'll be like stupid. This show almost ended nearly a week ago, but I'll be pissed off if Clint got killed off. He didn't. I knew it. Because it's just like there's rumors that this show is Jeremy Renner's swan song of the MCU. He's been around for 10 years, since the first Thor movie. But I think he said in recent interview that he's okay, he's on board doing a second series. So hope they do a second series. So I got Yelena got her closure. It's not like killing Clint. So I like Florence Pugh, man. I never seen Black Widow. I think Black Widow is a good good movie. I heard it's a good movie. It's on the Disney Plus app. I might review it in the future because I already wrapped up the MCU movie review series. I had no business reviewing the first 4 movies of the MCU. I haven't saw the first 4 movies of Phase 4 of the MCU right at this moment. Missed out. I didn't see Black Widow. Didn't see Eternals. I didn't see Shang-Chi. I didn't see No Way From Home. The new Spider-Man movie. I'm missing out of good movies of 2021. I'm watching movies in 2022. Got like what is it? The Doctor Strange movie. They just released a test trailer. They're releasing the new Thor movie. I can't wait. There's good movies coming out into Fantastic Four. Don't know. The 2015 movie sucked, man. But anyways, that's a future video for another time. So anyway, I'm glad Yelena got her closure. She knows the truth. Like I don't know. Clint did a whistle before, like she was Yelena's trying to shoot Clint to death. But yeah, she, I guarantee that if Yelena did accomplish her mission, this will never bring Natasha back. It's just I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I feel like Yelena had like a bit of a, you can tell like she's kind of like a tweener. But she's kind of leaning towards heels because she's trying to get trying to kill Clint. But yeah, back to the whistle. I don't know if that was a reference to maybe Black Widow, maybe from a past Marvel movie with Black Widow. I don't know. It's just what it is. So let's move on. yeah, Yelena is kind of like the MVP of this. I'm not saying for the show, but this episode. She had some funny moments. She had this emotional in this kind of fight scene with Clint. Clint didn't really did any fighting. He just wanted like, hey man, I'm not gonna fight you. I'm telling you the truth about what happened to Black Widow. I didn't kill her. She did sacrifice herself. She just what it is. She said, "Trust me." In Endgame, it's just what it is. You know, it's months. It's been months since I review Endgame. So, like, it's a sign that Yelena's coming back. You know, maybe if they're gonna do a series two, I think it's likely gonna do a series two or a future project. It's my theory that they're gonna take up the mantle. I think like Yelena is gonna take up the mantle as Black Widow. Following the legacy of her sister. You imagine, you imagine with Florence Pugh with ginger hair. She's blonde. I think she's blonde in real life. In the Page movie, Fighting with My Family, she had dark hair, raven hair. But we don't know. But yeah, there's one scene with in the beginning scenes, like after Kate saw the video with her mom and Fisk, that she was panicking. This is my fault. This is my mess. You need to go back to your family for Christmas. And Clint says, "Kate, you're my partner," and it really bugged me. Like in the last in the final scene of episode 4, that Clint says, "You're not my partner. You never had." But I think the reason why he said that because he's protecting Kate, because Kate's gonna get herself killed with not just with Maya, also with Yelena. But yeah, in this episode, Clint says, "You're my partner. Your mess is my mess," and it's funny that he said, "You're right." They're in the sub, in the subway, not the subway in the restaurant, but in the sub in the not in the train, you know, if you go the tube, the tube, they're in the tube. Um, Clint says to Kate, "You're right. We need some ton of gear because." Like in episode 2, Kate says, marking out that, Clint says, we need gear, we need some gear. And then Kate says, Avenger gear, but they went up in the convenience store to get some bandage and, clean up the wounds. But, they're making arrows, I'm glad with matching outfits, because I'm guessing, like Kate said to Clint in the previous episodes, that it's the branding issue. But a guy Clint like wear the matching suits. I think he talked about it in the ambulance scene. After Eleanor got arrested, he got mocked out a little bit. Because I don't think he wear purple in so far in the Marvel movies he was in. Maybe a bit of purple, but Anyway, so yeah, it's funny that Clint gave Kate some arrows and said, it's time. Is it time? And Clint says it's time. So, being down the tracksuits. Yeah, some tracksuits got killed by Jack. Jack was welling the sword, and it's funny. You got the Lawpers. They were dressing up like waiters. They're in the same. I think it's the same room, the same building as the Black Market from episode 1. You got some previous characters coming back. You got Gary, Clint, Kate said to Clint that Gary fired me, the only job I had. I don't think she was not really working because she's trying to, what's going on in that black auction with Armand, and Jack. You got the Lawpers dressed up like, waiters, employees of the building, of the Christmas party. And also you got, I think you had Ahmed the 7th, the little kid. And there's one funny scene after, you got Kazi trying to assassinate Eleanor and Clint, it's funny that Grills grab the Ahmed the 7th, and Ahmed says, "Put me down this instant," is a, I think girl says, "Chill out, kid. I'm trying to save your life," and he's, and funny, he's wearing like I'm glad they're wearing the costumes. The Lopez got the reenactment people. I think they're just like Vikings. And they said to police, we're Avengers. I kind of like that. I like the Lopez man. It's not the last time we see them. Like Grills is it's one of my favorites. It's just the Lopez's are like these Disney Plus Marvel shows. They produce a lot of good characters. WandaVision, you had Monica Rambeau. In Falcon and Winter Soldier, you had you had Walker, you had I'm talking about side characters. In Loki, you had Mobius, that's Owen Wilson's character. You had Sylvie. In this show, you had Kate. You had the Lopez guys. You got the tracksuits. They're fucking funny. They crack me up. It's one funny scene in this episode. When Kate face her fears. Trying to glide down the building. And find the tracksuits outside of the building, and you got the same guy. Basically asking Kate about advice about his girlfriend. He said, "I'm thanking you for the advice with my girlfriend." I think Kate says, "Did it work?" Yeah, we went to see Maroon 5 instead. And Kate says, "What's with the gun?" Sorry, he ended up beating up the guy. I kind of like that. It's not the last time we see the tracksuits. It's not. I like them. They're not really like. They're kind of goofy, typical goofy gangster guys, goons in a typical stereotypical movie, but they're not meant to be serious. They're just there for the one-liners, with Ivan the tall guy, the tiny pawn, they're really funny, man. So, I think I covered most of it. Yeah, Kate said Kate said to Clint, Clint said to Kate that, you don't have to do this if you want to. No, you don't have to do this. It's lonely. It's part of the job. It's input compliment. Heroes makes the toughest decision. Kate says to Clint that I saw, said like I saw you. The battle. You bring out the battle. It didn't mention Battle in New York, but he said like I saw you find the aliens, the Chitauri, you're just a guy who's fighting aliens with a string and a stick, prove that, superheroes is for anyone, anyone to do what's right, and I think, and picking I can't remember the fucking line, Jesus Christ, I need to write things down, man. She said like it's for anyone, you don't have to be, you don't have to be, you can't fly. I saw you jump off the building, and if you can't fly, it's not for people for flying or shooting lasers out with their hands. I think she said like, doing what's right and make the decision, with all costs. I can't remember the line that word. That's the problem with me. It's very hard. I've got learning difficulties, man. I think I seem to remember it, but it's gone. So you can tell like Kate is like idolized Clint, see Clint as a role model. Clint says I'm not a role model to anyone, but she's she's the role model for her. She can prove that you can't be a hero. You can still be a hero without any powers. Like look at Batman. Batman doesn't have any powers. He has gadgets and gizmos. He trains. He's still got the muscles, but he doesn't have any super strength. Same as Iron Man. He has doesn't have any powers. He has the armor suit. Same as Black Widow doesn't have any powers. They can still do what's right. Whatever the cost. I think it's making the brave decisions. I can't remember the dialogue. Like I said, I had it, but God damn it. I'm moving on. But I like that. I like this heart moment between Kate and Clint. The Christmas, her room is like Clint's wife is gonna be This room is like she's Mockingbird, Mockingjay, Agent 19, but I don't think it's going to happen because glimpses that yeah, she, like in episode, I think it was episode 3, no, I think it was the last episode or something like that, that she was speaking in German, that she's not just a normal person, she's a secret agent of Shield. I don't know, but I don't think that's going to happen, but in the end, yeah, they went to the Barton's house, look, they finally named the dog Lucky. I don't know if they officially called the dog something. In the comics, he was the dog's called Lucky the pizza dog. They got the dog. They met Kate and Clint burning the Ronin suits. And I like Kate said to Clint, giving her like a cold name Clint Hawkeye. I think she was like calling it, how about Hawkeye? Clint says no, or Lady Hawk, or Lady Arrow, and I kind of like that. But I gotta tell you, like, this is like the way to close down this the show. But I gotta tell you, she's taking up the mantle, man. I want more Haley Seinfeld. I think she is the MVP of the show overall. She's like, she's good. She's funny. She can, like, Clint is. I can see Clint be part of. I think he's gonna be in a small role if they're gonna do a series 2. They might do a series 2, but and also the post credits scene. I'm guessing. I was predicting that we're gonna have a cameo appearance of Samuel Jackson reprise his role as Nick Fury and announce that he's gonna basically to reassemble the Avengers. That'll be cool, but unfortunately we never got that. The post credit scene to wrap up the show is Rogers the musical. Yeah, it's funny. I didn't explain more of it. I'm glad it's cheesy. It's funny as well, but it's funny that it's based on the Battle of New York, from 2012. This show it took place the end of in late 2024, or 12 years after the events. The Battle of New York is supposed to be one of the tragic moments in New York in the MCU. It's tragic. You imagine, like, in the real world they did like a musical, a Broadway musical about 9/11 in 2012. That'd be like, you probably get your ass kicked, man. But they're trying to romanticize what's going to happen, but no. You can tell Clint in episode 1, he was not really appalling of that. He's not. He looks slightly okay with it, but you can tell, like, no, that's not gonna happen. You said, like, the only guy who's not there is Ant-Man, but I really like the Rogers the musical. It's cheesy but funny at the same time. People just like you got like the people. I think there was a black guy dressed up like Loki. There was people dressed like Chitauri. There was an Asian guy dressing up like Ant-Man because Scott is a white man. I just simply don't get it. It's just what it's. You got Tony. Your guy dressed up like Tony without the Iron Man suit. It was. You don't have to. Sometimes in Marvel movies, you don't have to have a post-credit scene. People say. People like the post-credit scene. It set up future movies, but you don't have to do it. I can't remember what the last movie did a post-credit scene without setting up a future movie. I don't know, man. I can't see it. I can't remember what movie did a post-credit scene without, like, a post-credit scene that set up the next movie of the MCU. I don't know, but it's just what it is. I'm trying to find more, but this is the only post-credit scene they had, in my knowledge, But I wish they had Nick Fury had a cameo, telling Kate we're going to reassemble the Avengers, and that could set up the future Avengers movie down the road. Unfortunately, that's not the case, so I'm guessing Hawkeye could get a second series, but that'll be in 2023, but I don't think so, because you got movie. They got plenty of shows coming for 2022. You know, I might do a video on it next time. I think it's to discuss about it. But yeah, it's a good way to end Hawkeye's technically the final show of 2021 for the MCU. It's funny that WandaVision was the first show of 2021, and this show is the last. So to wrap up 2021 for the MCU, then Spider-Man No Way From Home. So yeah, I think this has been a good show. A good show overall. I think it could be a lot. Nothing's perfect, but yeah, I give it. I give it an 8. If I rate this episode of Hawkeye, I give it an 8. It's a good show. I really enjoy the fight scenes. I enjoy the storytelling. It's not like Loki. Loki was the worst season finale episode. With Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror. That led to nothing because it's just it was just sent up to series 2. That was fucking with Mobius. Don't remember Loki. It's just come on now. It's just what it is. But so yeah, it'll be a long time until the next the first Disney Plus Marvel show of 2022. Yeah, the first show, the first Marvel Disney Plus show to kick off 2022 will be Moon Knight. It's got Oscar Isaacs, as Moon Knight. I don't know much about the character, and also I got a book. It's a Marvel encyclopedia. It's not about the characters, the not so known characters of the Marvel universe. I might look up more of the characters. I might do something about it. I got the book. I'll talk about characters unknown, and that'll be a short video. It's just what it is. So that'll be in the future. But yeah, Oscar Isaacs. I like Star Wars. What's his character's name from Star Wars? Pope. I think it was Pope. Yeah, Pope. Is it Poe or not Pope? I think it's Poe. Yeah, he also appeared in Apocalypse in that X-Men movie. I don't know if that X-Men movie was bad. It was okay. It's better than fucking Dark Phoenix. But I can't wait for Moon Knight. And I also got She-Hulk. The woman from Orphan Black's in it. Mark Ruffalo is back as Bruce Banner. Yeah, I think you got Invasion Wars. Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel is going to set up the next Captain Marvel movie. You got was it Tioa Paris reprising her role as Monica Rambeau, and there's rumors there's crappy rumors that Brie Larson is not coming back as Captain Marvel, but that's a crop of shit. She's doing it. Hope. I might give the next Captain Marvel movie a chance. Yeah, it's called The Marvels. It'd be fun to watch. Miss Marvel. The Wakandian show, that's likely to be I think that's likely to be in 2023. I think like Hawkeye and Loki, their second series, that'll be in phase 5. They're not gonna stop it. They're gonna do more for the years to come because it's starting to get good. They don't have to do movies every single time. You could really just do. I prefer doing more. And also the DCE is now starting doing shows as well. I think they're doing the Peacemaker show. John Cena reprised his role as Peacemaker. His character from the Suicide Squad. The second Suicide Squad movie. That'll be good. I think it's on HBO Max. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap up this episode review of Hawkeye. Yeah, it's a good episode. Way to wrap up the show. The final 2 superhero videos of 2021 is my final 2 episode reviews of Series 1 of Tie-ins. So I think that will be on Wednesday and Thursday. So stay tuned to that. So yeah, leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Smash the like button, click the bell, click the like. You can't really click the dislikes because the dislikes are disabled. Yeah, subscribe to the Central Man Network on YouTube for more wrestling videos and more. And this is Sentiment officially signing out. Check you later, guys.